When it comes to monitoring your wealth-to-debt ratio in real time, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But knowing where you stand financially right now is key to making smart decisions. I'm going to show you how to do it efficiently, without relying on complex tools or expensive software. You'll walk away with a clear action plan, and I promise you'll be surprised at how simple it can actually be. Let's talk about why this matters. If you're like most people, you may have a general sense of your financial health, but real-time monitoring takes it to the next level. Why wait for quarterly or yearly reports when you could have a snapshot right now? That's where understanding your wealth-to-debt ratio comes in, because it tells you exactly how much you owe versus what you own. Simple, but incredibly powerful. But here's the kicker. If you're using the wrong tools or relying on outdated methods, you're losing control. I've seen clients use spreadsheets, but they're not updated automatically, and if you don't update them often, they become useless. You need a better way to keep track, and I'm going to show you the exact approach that works for people who want to stay on top of their finances, not guess. Now let's talk about how to monitor this in real time. First, you need to break it down into two main components: your assets and your liabilities. Most people focus too much on one and ignore the other. You can't accurately gauge your financial health unless you're factoring in both sides of the equation. You don't need to be a financial wizard to get this right. Start by listing all your assets. This includes everything you own that has value: real estate, savings, investments, retirement accounts, and anything else that's tangible. Once you have that, add up the total. Next, move on to your liabilities. This is the tricky part for most people, because debts come in all shapes and sizes. Mortgages, student loans, car loans, credit cards, everything counts. It's vital to include every last liability, because even small debts can pile up over time and skew your ratio. Once you have these numbers, calculating your wealth-to-debt ratio is straightforward. Take your total assets and subtract your total liabilities. The number you're left with is your net worth. The goal is to increase that net worth over time, but the ratio itself tells you a lot about your current financial state. Ideally, you want your assets to be significantly higher than your liabilities. If that's not the case, it's time to adjust your strategy. But the most important thing here is to track it consistently. That's where most people fall short. You can't just check once a year and expect to be on top of things. The more frequently you check in, the better equipped you'll be to spot trends. That means using technology to help you track your assets and liabilities automatically. There are tools out there that can link to your bank accounts, investment portfolios, and loans, pulling in all the data for you. Yes, there are services that charge, but I'm here to tell you, no affiliate links in this video. I'm not getting paid to suggest any of these tools. This is just about giving you the real advice you need. Now, here's a trick to boost your monitoring game. Set up notifications for changes in your assets or debts. If you get a large deposit or your credit card balance spikes, you'll know right away, which keeps you proactive instead of reactive. With this strategy, you'll have that real-time aspect working for you, and you won't be in the dark when a shift happens. Another tip I've learned over the years is to set a goal ratio. For example, if you have $500K in assets and $200K in debt, your current ratio is 2.5.1. But you don't have to stay there. Aim for 3.1 or higher, and start thinking about how you'll pay down debt or increase assets. At the end of the day, your wealth-to-debt ratio is a snapshot of your financial health, and staying on top of it will give you the clarity to make smarter decisions. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what's your ratio right now? Are you where you want to be? Don't wait until it's too late. Start tracking it today. If this video helped you and you're tired of content that's full of hidden affiliate links and biased opinions, make sure to subscribe. I'm here to provide you with straightforward, no-nonsense advice that you can trust. See you in the next one.